This is a secret influence marketing tip. It's all about the importance of testing. Testing to improve, because you'll never know until you do your marketing whether it's going to work. You can do your research, you can plan, prepare, but it's only when it actually goes out that you're going to know if it works. And to avoid frustration and wasted time and money, you want to make sure that there's every chance that your marketing will work. It'll have the desired effect. It'll have people clicking on that call to action. So how do we do this? Well, we test and then we refine it based on the results of our testing, and we improve it. We're continuously improving our marketing to make sure that every time we do marketing, it's getting better and better. So not wasting time and money. And with testing, it's such a simple thing to do in the basics of what it is. So if we've got some headlines, we can't decide what words to use, then try 2 different versions, see what works best. If you've got an image and you're going to include, but you're not sure it's the right one, perhaps you've nailed it down to a couple of different versions, then test them out. So, for example, do an advert and have them exactly the same, or do a poster exactly the same, except for one has the image A, the other one has image B, and see which one gets the most engagement. See which one has the most interaction. Or if it's a headline, do a post and it's all exactly the same except the headline, and then see which one again gets the most engagement. And you'll know that if it's exactly the same except for the image or except for the headline, that's what's making a difference. People are clicking on the post, people are clicking on advert because of that version headline or that version image. And then you can build up a awareness that your followers like those type of images. So people are always clicking the most on your posts that have images with people in them, smiling and suits, for example. Then those are the ones that people like. You know, it fits their culture, it fits their type of business, for instance. So you can have an understanding of what images work the best, and those are ones to include. And with headlines, if you find that people always click on the posts or the adverts that have short headlines that are quite funny, and ask a question, then you know those are ones that work. Those are the type of headlines to use. And if you find that people don't click on long headlines and ones that are too vague, then obviously avoid those. It's all about having an understanding of what works with your audience, and different headlines, different images, different types of wording will work differently and have different reactions to different people. So find out what works with your audience. It's all about trying to take out the guesswork of marketing. You don't want to be, say, just randomly trying things. It's about being sort of a bit more scientific. And because it's so important, it's often built into advertising platforms. So within Facebook, for example, a lot of email software, they offer A/B testing ways of doing things. So you can, if you're creating an advert, for example on Facebook, it'll allow you to do a couple of different versions and then test out what works best. And in insights offered by social media platforms, whether it's Google Analytics or whether it's say Facebook Insights, it will say what advert worked best. So if you do 2 versions and they're exactly the same, but one's got a slightly different headline, or the one where they've got a slightly different image, then the insights will say which one was clicked on, what was the click-through rate, what was engagement, and you can build up from these results a detailed overview of what type of posts adverts work well. So when you evolve your marketing and you develop it, you will know what image to put in, what headline to use, really precisely, and it'll be based and backed up by your research, by your insights from your the data you collect from your insight software, whether it's on social media channel like Facebook or whether it's on Google Analytics. And this is called A/B testing, because basically you're testing 2 versions, version A, version B. Version A has this headline, version B is this. Version A has this image, version B has this. But apart from the one factor that changes, whether it's an image or a headline, everything else is the same. So that one difference is what makes a difference. So I urge you to improve your marketing, test everything. Test all the time, test different versions, see what works best. And when you know what works best, build on that. don't waste your time, don't waste your energy. You know, in business, you know, these things are too important to waste. So that's it. Tip for today: test, refine, and improve.